Hello and welcome back to Ultima 7, the Black Gate and Forge of Virtue. So we are in Vesper amidst the height of some pretty serious racial tensions between the humans and the gargoyles. And we're at the inn right now, and the innkeeper Yongi gave us the prompt to follow up with Blorn about the gargoyles. So we'll start off by doing that. I think this is Blorn. It is. Blorn sighs heavily. Why dost thou bother me now? Gargoyles. A growl escapes his throat. What about the bloody gargoyles? Don't tell me thou art a gargoyle lover. I think you want us to say no. That is good, my friend. A sudden inspiration seems to flash across his face. Perhaps thou canst help me. As thou undoubtedly knowest, I was set upon by a cruel gargoyle not too long ago. He nearly took my life. 'Twould be a great honor, my lord, if thou wouldst agree to avenge me. Art thou willing? Let's say yes. I thank thee, my lord, thank thee. But I must warn thee, he is a very violent gargoyle. His name is Laplem, which means manslayer. Laplem, we met him in the mine. He seemed perfectly fine. I forget what he said his name meant, but it wasn't manslayer. And do not mention my name, for he hates me more than any other human and would surely attack thee without provocation if my name were to be mentioned. That's all you got, eh? Anything else? No. Alright. We'll follow up with that. He gives a slight nod and a quiet grunt and returns to his business. That seems questionable at best. We'll get that blocked out of the way early. Is my torch spent? It is. I know we have more because we got them from somewhere. Probably not the provision shop here. Whoops. Nice weather today. Let's see what else is around here. We've been in all these places. That's where we came from. What is this? Have we been in here? Doesn't look like it. When do we eat? We're hungry. A gem? Ooh. Is that a gem? No, that's sealing wax. I wonder what this is. Yeah, I thought it might be. Okay. Lockpick. We will take that. We don't need any of that. Okay. Yeah, we'll eat soon. This seems like it might be the other side of the Oasis. And there's a... Oh, it's Laplem. To be pleased to again see you. To be pleased to again see you, human, Laplem smiles. We don't have any prompt about what he said about what Blorn told us. And we've already spoken to him. Okay, let's just feed the party and get that out of the way, because that's going to drive me crazy. Belch. All right.
Go inside. Tell them you are the Avatar.
Okay. Who's that? The winged gargoyle has a very calm air about him as he first sees you. A smile of recognition appears upon his face. To present greetings, Avatar. Name? to be called Ansicart. Ansicart? To mean anti-dry master. Wet master. So like bartender? Job? To serve food and drink to others. I guess so. Others? To know all the gargoyles in Vesper. To want to know about specific ones? Yeah. To want information, perhaps, about the Provisioner or the Sage? Sure, tell me about the Provisioner first. To be Arvidlem, to be woke, to have become sullen lately, but to know not why. And the Sage? To be named Wizsir. To have once been a great mind, to be now paranoid and reclusive, to feel pity for Wizsir. What do you think of Vesper? To be a town full of hate, to have the humans hate us, and to know many hate them, especially Manives, I can never get that, and Faranimo. To be not a good thing, he appears saddened. And Manives? To have worked the mines with Laplem, but to have left just recently, he shakes his head. To hate the humans who work there, and who live on the other side of the Oasis. To be too violent. To be no longer permitted on the other side. And Faranimo? To be brother to Manives, and to have been raised by the same parent. To hate humans as much as Manives, and, he sighs, to be allowed no longer to visit the human side. And Laplem? To mine for the mining company here. To be the only gargoyle still mining here, he nods his head. To be very tolerant, like Forlem. And who's Forlem? To be laborer for the town. Tolerant? To work now with only humans who hate and degrade him. To continue working, however, despite this. To be quite tolerant of humans' intolerance. He nods as if to emphasize his point. We don't want to buy anything, so buy. To hope you will bring peace again to our people, Avatar. So this is the bar on or the inn on the gargoyle side of the Oasis. Hello. The gargoyle is obviously displeased with the intrusion of your presence. Name? To have no desire to tell you. To demand to know who you are. Now that big scary voice told us to tell them we are the Avatar. If we do, they will actually attack us. And I have no desire to shed blood for no reason. So instead we're gonna tell them our real name, Lugan. To tell you to go away. Let's try the other one. The gargoyle stares at you, displeased at the interruption. Name. To have no desire to tell you. To demand to know who you are. And we're going to stick with Lugan. To tell you to go away. Yeah, so if we say we are the Avatar, they will attack us unprovoked. Well, other than us saying we're the Avatar, unprovoked. And, yeah, I don't want to kill them for no reason, because gargoyles have it rough, so we won't do that. But we will check out what is in the rest of this place. Gargoyle jewelry. Sealing wax. This is all. Is this all gargoyle jewelry? Yeah. So I assume that that is. Ooh. I assume that that is Manives and Faranimo, who were previous miners with the humans and displeased with the working conditions and whatnot, hence all the hatred between the two. And we don't want to kill them for that. Alright, nice little haul. Let's see what else is around. What? What happened here? Did they both pass out? Oh, they're not dead. Did they fall asleep? Huh. Okay. Well, wasn't our fault. Who's here? Hello. We'll take that too. Gargoyle Noble. Awaken, Gargoyle Noble. Hello. Okay, fine. We'll just unlock your chest instead. That's gargoyle jewelry. The gargoyle standing before you has a sour expression on his face. Name. To be called Arividlem, to recognize you to be the Avatar. Job. To provide provisions for others in Vesper. Vesper. To be a town filled with prejudice and hatred. To know the humans expect us to begin a violent confrontation. To believe the humans deserve it, he shrugs. But to hope my brethren display more control than that. Others? To have only a few gargoyles living in town. To know mainly Wizsur and Ansikart, and to know some wingless ones. Buy provisions. To be not selling at this time. To come back tomorrow or to buy provisions. Yeah, I don't think we need to buy anything anyways. Okay, bye. To bid you goodbye. Okay. What you got in there? Sure hope it's not more gargoyle jewelry. Torches. We will take at least one torch. We'll just take one. Well, no, we may as well take them both. Okay. Next. Oh, good timing, Spark. Ooh. Begone, fool. The winged gargoyle in front of you has a wild look about him. Name. To wonder why do you want to know? Oh, okay. To go away, human! To have nothing you want, screams Wizsur. Job. To sell the few items I possess. Sell. To want to buy something? He looks at you carefully, as if he is unsure whether to sell to you. To be possible? He says, nodding. To ask what you need. Oh, you sell spells? To be interested in which circle? Let's start in the first. To buy which spell? I don't remember what we have. Let's just see. 30 gold for Great Ignite. To cost 30 gold for a Great Ignite spell. To be agreeable? Yes. To agree? To be interested in another spell? Yes. Which circle? Sure, let's try Great Dose. We'll buy everything. We'll fill out the spellbook if we can. Even if some of the spells we don't end up using, and I can't remember what we have, so we'll just go through this. Excuse me. Agreeable, locate. Also not sure how much gold we have. We'll check on that in a second. I think we already have light. Yeah, we already have that spell. No. Okay, let's just check on our gold briefly. How we doing, Iola? 219. Okay, so we can do second level spells. Or second circle. Let's get those out of the way. Oops. Spell. Second. I think we already have Fire Blast. I should have just checked. Oh, enchant. Enchant is good. That allows us to enchant our bolts and arrows. So we'll be using that momentarily. Okay, so we should still have just over 150. Whoops. That was an accident. We already have paralyze. We already have poison. We already have curse. Okay, so then we're down to about 80. Okay, so we'll stop there. So we didn't get our 4th circle, but that's okay because we'll be back here. Don't know why you bother me so. To be good that you leave. And then look at all the fun things that you have here, Wizard. We're gonna take them. All these nice reagents, as well as the potions. Jam up matter capacity. Spark your overflow duty. Magician's wand. We'll give that to Sentry for now. 101 AM, I assume. Alright. Good talking to you, Wizard. Thanks. Let's see who else is around. And by around, I mean asleep in their beds. This looks like Pharanimo and Manivis. It's a tough one. Struggle. Let's see what's in there. It looks locked. Nothing. You see a very large, strong, wingless gargoyle. To answer to Forlem. Forlem? To mean strong one. Job? To do odd jobs for others. Also to record gargoyle legends in written form. Legends? To have many interesting stories about our race. To be writing them down for future generations. Generations? To be afraid for the future of gargoyle future of gargoyle youths, to tell you they know little about their heritage, to feel it important to educate them and the offspring who follow them in our ways of history. Stories? To have had many exciting myths from before the Avatar's encounters with our race. To share the concept of a hero with the humans, but to have had different heroes from our own history. Others? To be friends with Laplem and to know he is a good miner. Also to know Ansakart, who reminds us of singularity in these troubled times. These troubled times? To be angry with the humans, to be treated poorly and with contempt, to know not why, he shrugs. Okay. Bye. To tell you goodbye, human. Both locked. Hope they're not trapped for them, because you're right in the splash zone. Ooh. That's nice. What about here? One more? Yeah, boots. I don't think anybody needs boots. But we will take the gold. Thank you. Gargoyle Like Me by Orok. Within this work lies a fascinating novel of a human who poses as a gargoyle to view what life is like from the Gargish point of view. The story is a remarkable mix of historical and entertaining facts from encounters with many gargoyles. A particular emphasis of the work is the importance of the gargoyle family structure. As there is no evidence of gargoyles having a gender, it is odd how close father gargoyles maintain a relationship with their presumably adopted sons. The attitude seems similar to that of how the more intelligent winged gargoyles treat the wingless. There is an air of condescension, but the feelings of care still exist, as if the wingless were children to be protected and watched over by the winged. Kodavar by Nexa. Within the pages of this novel is the parable of a usurping lord, seemingly inspired by Blackthorn's tyrannical rule during Lord British's disappearance more than 200 years ago. Thy Message Received by Forlem, translated by Gillian. Forlem. We just talked to him. Within this diary is revealed the poor treatment of the gargoyle race since the return of the Codex 2 centuries ago. To have noticed that humans remain uncomfortable with us. They have given us our own island to populate, but is this gift designed to keep us segregated? To have wondered why so few gargoyles leave Turfin, to have no more doubts, having lived in Vesper, to see the hatred for our race, to feel the disgust, to understand not, for it was humans who destroyed our land, not gargoyles. To seek communication, to seek friendship, to seek trust, to speculate that none are forthcoming, to ask the humans why, to see the terror and loathing and to know there will be no answer given, to hope for a future of harmony, but to realize that with segregation there can be none, to hope for education of both races for our children and ourselves, to hope and to live. So those are obviously the notes that Forlem told us he was taking. To Be or Not to Be by Wislem, who we also just spoke to. To be the words comprising the complete Gargish primer designed to educate the young gargoyle mind, both winged and wingless. Okay. Alright, that looks like we've been everywhere and spoken to everybody. But we do have a ship here somewhere, so we should find that. Let's find the dock. Oh, something's nearby that wants to kill us. I think the dock is down by the inn, and we just missed it the first time. The human inn, or the inn on the human side of the Oasis. Yeah. Whoops. Alright. Spark. Next. Oh. Okay. Well, this is our ship. It is the Golden Ankh that Lord British gave us the deed to. So I'm going to put the spent torch in there for now, because it's annoying me, because I can't see. And get a new torch out. I still can't do it. Alright, we'll leave it. But this is our ship. This is our ship's hold, I think it's called, yeah. And it comes with a couple barrels in it, and the barrels have a bunch of great stuff that is super useful for us, and some stuff that isn't useful at all, like these bottles and the jug and the light sources, etc. And I don't think the anchor has a use either, although I could be wrong. But this is the ship that we have that Lord British gave us, and that's great. So we'll end things here. I'm going to add all of this stuff to our library, and then we'll finish up in Vesper and sail back to Britain. Talk to you then.